Keith One-Time Thurman versus Leonard Bundu, European champion. Let's start with Zone 6 on this one. How do you see the fight?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is one of the fights that I would worry about. I think Bundu is a very, very good rough and rugged fighter. I said this before, his last 4 fights, everybody's touched the canvas. 3 of them has been knocked out. So he's hot right now. Just like shooting dice, man, or playing cards, or shooting the jump shot in the gym. He's hot right now. And the guy coming off that kind of momentum is very, very dangerous. I know people look at his knockouts and be like, oh, he haven't had knockouts. But he's put the last 4 opponents on the canvas. So most of his knockouts have come out of this 4-fight winning streak. Keith Thurman's only boxed 3 rounds this year. That's unsat. He come off a knockout. Then he's doing the shoulder injury. It's been a while. I hope that shoulder injury is what he say it is and it's completely healed, because if not, it may turn into a rugged, rough fight for him. I think he still should pull it out, but if he's vulnerable, I think this is the time where Keith Thurman would be vulnerable to me. So I'm going with Keith Thurman. I hope he's gonna have to knock this guy out, because this guy's gonna finish strong. So I'm going with Keith Thurman by this may be a decision. I think by like a UD or split decision.
Okay, Earl, what you got?
Hey, this is a really good fight, man. Like, I know some people in the States, they're overlooking it, but you only understand, like, over in the Bundu, this is Bundu's, this is like Bundu's last opportunity in terms of, like, becoming a world champion. And other than that, he's just going to be propelled out the thing. Like, he's earned his way. He beat up Lee Purdy. I know Lee Purdy got beat up by Devin Alexander. Frankie Gavin was it was working his way up, and he beat him up back pretty badly as well. And he's been on the European scene for a while. And I think a lot of American people are going to be surprised. Hopefully, he puts a good performance. And if he wins, I wouldn't be surprised. If he puts up a good performance, I wouldn't be surprised. If Keith blows him out, it's like, man, that's bad. But I don't think that's going to happen. And I think, boy, Bundu could upset him, man. So I'm going to go Bundu by upset, man. People will be shocked, like, damn, how you... Because, boy, because I know you guys, a lot of people don't know him. Like, Bundu is a real high-pressure fighter. He likes to work to the body, and he will stick on you, and he knows this is level. And I know if Keith don't come in focused, he's going to be in trouble. So I'm going to pick Bundu for the upset.
Okay, Beats, what you got?
Man, to me, this is one of Thurman's toughest opponents. Maybe his best opponent, potentially. People don't realize this guy's never lost in the scorecards. And the 2 draws he have are technical decisions. They didn't go to the scorecards. This guy is a genuine fighter. He earned his world ranking by winning that title. You get automatic top 10 ranking. He just defended it 6 times, and 2 in the UK. Frankie Gavin was highly rated when he knocked him off. And he knocked down Gavin with body shots, you know? And, this is a serious fight, man. And if Thurman isn't on his game, he could find himself, you know, having to build himself back up and losing the fight. He could lose this fight if he's not. I'm gonna edge it maybe a split decision, or it's a tough fight, man. It's a 50-50. I reckon Thurman could just maybe shade it. I'm not even sure if it's... Even if he scores a KO, he's going to know he's been in a fight, man. He's going to know he's been in a fight.
Mm-hmm.
And Bundu's body work, you know what I mean? He hurt... There was really good body shots he hurt Gavin with and floored him with, you know? And one thing, you see, I followed Frankie Gavin. He's fought a lot of fights. He didn't fight nobody who could throw in combinations. So when them combos were coming at him, he was like, oh, man, I'm going to slip in one punch, but this guy's throwing 3 or 4. And is Thurman used to that? So this is a really good fight, man. Thurman has skills as well. We all know what Thurman can do. He can box, he can punch, but he's going to have to be in his P's and Q's. And you see, what I don't like about the YTBC, man, everyone got on Heyman's back. This was really good matchmaking, yeah? And Thurman, a lot of you guys might be taking Bundu as a joke. Thurman in his camp ain't taking this guy for a joke. This is a real fight. Whether you believe it or not, this is a real fight and a good fight. That's what I consider.
I agree. What everybody says. I think that from what I've seen from Leonard Bundu, and I'm shocked that so many people didn't know who Bundu was. Like when I was interviewing Keith, and he said he was fighting a guy named Bundu, I knew exactly who he was talking about. Leonard Bundu is very. I I'm not trying to disrespect Bradley, but the dude remind me of Timothy Bradley a little bit. Okay, he's a high volume fighter. He's very awkward. This is gonna be a tough fight for Keith Thurman, especially when he only fought 3 rounds this year. Especially for that fact. And now I'm gonna say this. I think Keith Thurman's gonna win this fight. I think he's gonna have to overcome adversity in this fight. I think Keith Thurman gets dropped in this fight. I think he gets countered and dropped. I think he's gonna be reaching. Remember I said this. I think Keith Thurman's gonna be reaching, trying to land an uppercut. He's gonna throw an uppercut from too far out. He's gonna get countered. He's gonna get dropped, flash knocked down. Everybody gonna be going crazy. Keith Thurman. That's when we're gonna see what he's built of. I think that he's gonna have to go through adversity and win this fight. And I'm picking Keith Thurman to win by late TKO. Late TKO.
And let me just add this, yeah. If Thurman blows this guy away, don't be saying, "Oh, we knew it was a bad match." No, that would just show it's a really good victory. If he blows him out early, it would just be an excellent victory. That's as far as I'm concerned. So,
let me ask you.
Go ahead, Zone.
I'm gonna add something. If now, I want to make sure that this is remembered because Bondu, the only reason it's gonna be a struggle because I don't like the inactivity of Keith Thurman and then the shoulder injury. If it wasn't for that, I would say it would be a blowout. Okay, but if he comes in here and he crushed this kid, man, then that's gonna be a good victory because this guy Bondu is highly ranked. Okay, he's the European boxing champion. He fought for I don't know if he actually kept the Commonwealth title from over there, but this guy is ranked in the top.
He isn't in the Commonwealth, but he's the European, he's the EBU champion. He's EBU champion. 6 times he's defended that.
Yeah. So he's European. He's European, and then he also didn't he fight when he fought Frankie Gavin when the Commonwealth title on the line, or he didn't.
No, just European title, just the European.
Okay, one of them. I think Purdy. I think Commonwealth was online. I might be mistaken, but I think it was
they were European defenses. Just European defenses.
That's what. Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
so, in the Commonwealth. So.
Okay, so with that being said, man, I mean this guy is a threat, and this definitely will be a good victory. I want to hear next year talking about how this guy was another bomb, or he wasn't this, he wasn't that, because it's the same type of conversations we were having about Chavez. And now all of a sudden Chavez is a nobody, he's a journeyman, so forth and so on. Same thing we heard about Soto Kara's knocking out Berto, now he's a nobody. So, I just want to make sure everybody keep giving this guy his due justice.
Yeah, I think people will respect Bundu after this fight. I just have a feeling. And I'm a big Keith Thurman fan. Y'all know that. But I just have a feeling that Bundu is going to earn his respect after this fight from people who don't know him. You know what I'm saying? You got any last words on that, Earl?
Yeah, we ain't done though, Sevier. I know you fixing to finish, but we also talk about this battle royal because on that card we got Amir Khan versus David Alexander.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that. I was just talking about this certain.
Oh sorry. Oh yeah, No, I said my piece on that. I said my piece.
Okay, so the next topic, Devin Alexander versus Amir Khan fight that's been supposed to take place at 140 when all that shit was going on with Bradley and Madonna and them down there. But it's supposed to happen last year. But finally, we're going to see Amir Khan versus Devin Alexander. I think it's a good fight, man. But Earl, take it away. What's your thoughts on it?
Oh, man, it's going to be a really good fight, man. I think this is Khan's last time, bro. I think it was a mistake for this, man. I think Khan made a mistake. He should have went straight for Kell Brook. But, Kell Brook's dangerous. Every fight for Khan, but I think Khan probably thinking, well, Devin ain't that dangerous. Devin's going to beat him, man. Because I always think about back in the 140 days when Khan beat up Zab. And then he beat Paulie, and then he beat Marcus Maidana. And then you look at Devin's resume at 140, man. Come on, man. I know the Bradley loss, but other than that, like, look what he did, man. And at 147 against the dangerous. What's that guy with the one-punch knockout? The guy he took the title at 140, 147.
Talking about
Durango?
No. He talking about what's the brother name?
The brother name, yeah.
Bailey.
Bailey. Yeah. Come on, man. You think Khan would go in there against someone like that, man? No, man. No. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, the resume, strength of resume, strength of he's fighting. I know that Porter beat him. I don't know if he was underlooked, but he ain't underestimating no one else from this. And his last performance against Sokoraz, man. No. In my opinion, man, I see Devin. I Devin lose. I don't know what's going on. If Devin loses this fight, he done. If Khan loses this fight, he's forced to make the Kell Brook because his markability's gone down. So this is a crossroads fight, and I'm gonna pick Devin by unanimous decision. He could stop him though. Don't get twisted. He could stop him, but I don't see Khan ain't got it, man. He ain't got it, man. So I got Devin, man.
Okay, Beats, what you got?
I can't split them, man. Like Khan is hard to beat right now with this guy here, man. If he fights that, that really cautious and doesn't let his hands go like that, but just rapid little bursts and then tucks up tight, he's gonna make it hard for Devin. But Devin's gonna make it hard for him, and it's a good matchup. But this fight is not gonna be one for the slugfest lovers. So if you guys are looking for a lot of hard punches, I don't think it's gonna be that fight. This is a tough fight, and it's last chance to win for both guys, man. This is a really good fight. If I had to edge it, I reckon Khan could pull the upset off, man. I reckon Khan, but yeah, I'm gonna try. I had Devin going in because I think Devin is the more disciplined fighter, but I think Khan has speed, man, and if he's really crafty, he can do something with it. He can do something with it.
Okay, Zone, what you got?
Well, man, I think Khan make you want to pick against him because of his attitude, man. To be honest with you, for boxing, for the greater good of boxing, I want to see Alexander win. But I think with the new hit and hold method, Khan got the fast hands. He'll hit you with 4-5 combinations, grab you, hit you with 4-5 combinations, hold you, position you. Virgil Hunter did a great job with him. I mean, he got a lot of time to focus on him. I think he's adopting some of that Andre Ward craftiness, from the gym. And Khan looked real good and real solid at 147 as well, too. Real big. So I'm gonna go with Khan, man, by split decision, man. I think he may hurt Devin a couple of times in this fight, man.
Okay, I have my thoughts on the fight. I think it's a good fight. I think I don't know if Devin is aggressive enough to finish Khan. Khan is subject to getting knocked down, but Khan is very game. He's a game fighter because he'll keep getting up. He'll keep coming forward. He want to finish on his feet. I don't know if Devin is aggressive enough to stop him. But I do think Devin will win the fight. This is a tough one, man. I'm going to pick Devin by split decision. No, I'll take that back. I'm going to pick Devin by unanimous decision to defeat Khan because of his boxing ability. I think he will hurt Khan a few times in the fight that will be the key in the fight and judging the rounds, man. So I think it's going to be a close fight, but I think Devin gets the decision because he hurts Khan a few times. The next fight we have is I don't even know if is Demetrius Andre even fighting Charlo on that card.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I know Demetrius said he didn't. I don't know what's going on with Andre. He said he didn't want to fight or something. I don't know.
It's big. As far as I know, that fight's going down. So we might as well do it. If it ain't, it ain't.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about it. All right, Beats. Let's start with Beats. What you got, Demetrius Andre versus Jermell Charlo?
I'm not so sold on this Charlo, and I'm a big Andrade fan. I've got Andrade winning big, man. I've got Andrade winning big.
Mm-hmm.
He's just got everything, man. The jab, he doesn't take them big steps, and he knows how to use the ring. He doesn't have to do excessive movement because he's such a big light middleweight, and he's accurate. And he's calm. I like the dude, man. I like this dude. I like this dude, man. I've got him winning big.
All right, Zone, what you got?
Well, both of them are similar to me. I think they got that craftiness. And I don't think nobody's going to come out hurt on this. I think it's going to be a hard one to judge. I don't think Andrade or Charlo is going to be aggressive. I think it's going to be one of the like a standoffish type of fight, man. I think it may be battle wits. This can be a split decision either way. Split decision, maybe even possibly a draw. So I don't see nobody going to sleep or really getting hurt. I just see it being a nice, slow, kind of paced type of fight. I think they're going to be hesitating or hesitating to engage with each other. So 50-50, man. I'll go with Andrade just to see what his next move is. But either way it goes, I think he's going to be closer.
Okay, Earl, who you got?
I got Andrade, man. I got Andrade. I think Andrade by stoppage, man. I know the Charlo boys are good and this and that, but Andrade, man, like for me, like I know, like I only go like I mean, people say, why are you saying that for, man? But I'm telling you, man, I see something in this kid. Like when he beat up Brian Rose, I know like people say, oh, Brian Rose will that. He was number one contender for the fight, right? And like Brian Rose was pretty strong, good. I thought Brian Rose was giving a He blew that kid out, man. As soon as he started touching him, he was doomed. Like he didn't like it, bro. He didn't like it. Andrade was playing with him, and I think right now Andrade's flying. Charlo, he gonna give it, like, but I can't see him taking too much power from that guy. He is too hard, man. He is too hard. He's very accurate, and to be honest with you, he's slowly becoming one of them dudes that you really wanna, jump on board and say, this is the dude right here. So for me, I got him by stoppage within 6 rounds, man. I mean, people like, are you crazy? But no, seriously, I think he can stop Charlo, man. I think he can stop. The Charlo boys are good. So it'd be a great win as well, and that'll propel him into people's eyes thinking this kid's pretty good. So I got him winning by stoppage, man. Andrade.
All right. I also have Andre winning by stoppage. Think Demetrius Andre gonna make Charlo walk right into something, a beautiful left hand, and I think he gonna stop him after that TKO stoppage. But I think that'll happen around the 8th round. So somewhere in the second half of the fight, Charlo will get knocked out or stop. We got Terrence Crawford versus Beltran. Beats, what's your thoughts?
This, see, it's tempting to say this should be a routine defense. Like, Beltran's one of them guys, don't have the great record, doesn't look like he does anything spectacular, but he works hard at his game, man, and I think he'll test. It's a good fight for Crawford at this stage, man. It's a good fight. I have to root for Crawford on points. Solid points win. Could be tight, but Crawford is the dude who, if we're going to assess it, he's the guy that one of the guys we're looking to take boxing into the future. He's one of our better young fighters. I really like Crawford, man. I really like Crawford.
Okay. The
last fight against Gamba, he put on a show, man. He didn't just box; he put on a show. He banged, he boxed, he finished, he executed, he sent his hometown fans happy. I love that. I like the dude, man. I like the dude.
Okay.
Crawford with him.
Got Crawford. Zone, who you got? Crawford Beltran.
I got Crawford. Outboxing him, unanimous decision. It may maybe split him open or something like that, but I got him beat him easy.
Right, Earl, who you got?
Yeah, that should be a good fight, man. That should be a good fight. Raymond's is pretty tough, man. So a pretty tough dude, man. Like, he beat Burns and didn't get the decision. So he coming into this fight real fired up, thinking this is his world title shot, man. He could upset the cards, man. He got a serious leg hook. He's pretty powerful. He's been game. His resume at the weight class, he's been in there with all the dudes right there, bro. But man, he might be a bit long in the tooth. So you think Crawford might be able to outpoint him? He should be able to outpoint him, but he get caught up, man. Raymond can pull it on him, and he knows how to cut the ring off. But I think Crawford's a bit, at this point, you gotta think Crawford's too tricky. He should be able to pull it out the decision. So I think Crawford by unanimous decision, and Raymond losing. So I got Crawford winning the fight.
Okay. Yeah, I think Beltran is the rightful champion. He should have been, but I think Crawford beats him pretty handily. I got Crawford winning by unanimous decision. All right, then we got Pacquiao versus Algieri. Let's start with Earl again. Earl, who you got?
Oh man, I already told loads of people, man. I think Algieri can pull it off, man. I just like Algieri's boxing. He fights upright. And Pacquiao right now, if you're gonna get Pacquiao, this is the best time to do him, man. Like the boxing skills, Pacquiao don't like movers, man. He likes guys flat-footed, stand in front of you, and he can do his thing. So like Algieri can beat him, man. He really can beat him. But everyone's saying, well, as soon as Pacquiao lands on him, Algieri's in trouble. Well, Provodnikov landed on him. He dealt with that power pretty well. So is it a power thing? I mean, who hits harder at Provodnikov and Pacquiao? They hit both hard, But Pacquiao's got great movement. To be honest with you, Algieri ain't never fought no one like Pacquiao, so it'd be hard for Algieri to land on him. So Pacquiao should be able to outpoint him easily. Yeah. So but I already stuck to my thing. I'm got Algieri squeaking out a split decision.
All right, Zone, who you got?
The matchup on paper seems intriguing because of the height of Algieri and the perception that he may be able to just box But I think Pacquiao gonna go ahead and destroy this kid, and maybe be a TKO type of stoppage, maybe not a cold knockout, but a TKO toward the probably through 8th through 10th, one of those. He gonna stop this guy and pretty much beat him up. No, I don't think no upset's gonna happen.
Okay, Beats.
Man, look, man. Manny has got big time experience. This guy used to be a kickboxer. Manny's a real boxer, man. He's fought Marquez 3 times, got knocked out. You know, he's beat Oscar, Morales. He's gonna get in there, yeah. Southpaw stance, the movement. Ruslan didn't have the movement. He still got to the guy, bruised him up really bad. Ruslan hits hard, Pacquiao hits hard, but he'll hit him harder and more often than Ruslan. This guy's gonna get beat up. He's gonna get beaten up in there, and Pacquiao's gonna look good in this one, man. He's gonna look good. He's gonna look good. He's gonna look good. This guy ain't got no power to trouble, man. He ain't got no power. He doesn't. I don't think he really commits to the jab like he should. And Pacquiao's faster. Pacquiao's the faster dude. So I've got Pacquiao winning this one and looking good.
Okay. You know what, man? I don't know if they tricked me into the hype or something, but I keep going back and forth on this fight, man. I think Algieri got the skills to outbox him, but then I don't know what's going on. I just don't know, man. On paper, Pacquiao should body this dude, man. He should just body bag him. I want Pacquiao to win. I'm rooting for Pacquiao in this fight because, trust me, man. Like, dude's talking about Triple G. If Algieri beat Pacquiao, man, you're going to see fans like you've never seen before. It's going to be absolutely absurd. All right, and I just don't even want to feel like going through that shit. So I'm being biased, and I'm rooting for Manny Pacquiao. We got Vladimir Klitschko versus Pulev. Is that fight taking place still?
Mm-hmm.
Or did it get pushed back?
Yeah, that is happening. That is still happening. Yeah.
What you got, Beats?
I've got. It could be a tough fight, man. If this guy can take away Klitschko's jab with his own jab, it could be a tough fight. It could be a really tough fight. This could be one of Klitschko's hardest fights, man. And I don't know. I'm tempted to go for an upset, man. I am tempted to go for an upset. I am tempted. But I'm going to stick with Klitschko to edge it out. I'm going to be a coward and do the safe bet. I'm going to give Klitschko a split decision win.
What you guys on?
Man, I think Klitschko gonna go in there and do what he normally do. If all else fails, we talking about Vladimir here. So this is the whole brother that he'll hold and lean on you. If they let him get away with that could pay dividends for him. I think Klitschko either gonna stop him late or either just pretty much cruise to a unanimous decision, man. Klitschko got a lot of skills and a lot of tactics about himself. 30 little tactics that he used. So I think it's gonna be another easy fight for him for the most part.
Okay, Earl.
Yeah, I got Hey, Pulev can pull it off, man. Like, he got that movement, he's boxing, he hits pretty hard. I think he can upset him, man. And I don't think people should be too surprised. If you watch Pulev, yeah, his movement, Klitschko ain't fought nobody like that since David Haye, and you know how much he struggled with David Haye. But Pulev, he ain't fought nobody who's tall, man. I think Pulev can upset him. Klitschko is just, like, he prepares and everything, but he ain't never fought no one like him before. And I think Pulev can pull it up. I'm going to go for the upset, man. Because it's easy to me to stay and then, like, Klitschko should win. But, like, Klitschko should win. But I just, you know what I mean? Like, Klitschko, the whole thing with him and Shannon Briggs and Shannon Briggs distraction him. Let's go, champ. Hey, that shit might be right. That surfboard thing might fuck them up, That wave shit, man. I don't know, man. No, man, seriously, on the real. I think Pulev can pull it off. And, I'd like to see some new fresh blood as well. So, I'm going to take Pulev. Pulev by unanimous decision against Vladimir Klitschko.
I like that pick, man. I like the pick.
And I'm going to concur with you, Earl. And then not even because I think it's more so Klitschko's distractions. I think I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but I don't know if he's taking Pulev serious with the stuff that he got going on with Shannon Briggs right now. I got Pulev in the upset, but sticking with the heavyweights, Tyson Fury, Derek Chisora. Go ahead, Earl.
Man, I don't know if you fight fans know that I'm in the camp actually. I'm in their camp at the minute. I've got inside information on that one, man. But I wanted to talk about what I see with Fury. I think Fury. I'm gonna talk about in what I see with Fury. If you look at Fury, since he's been messed around with David Haye, he's been inactive. And the last guy he fought couldn't really give him no rounds. But if you look on how since what David Haye, Derek Chisoro's bid. Since he's been knocked down, he's come back. He's won the European, beat Malik Scott. He's knocked down Kevin Johnson. He's fought much better caliber opponents than Tyson Fury leading up, and he's been more active. And right now, I've seen him right in the gym. Right, and I'm talking about today. Yeah, I mean, he's got a great engine. He has a great engine. He's in fantastic shape. Fury looks like injection, but Fury's got ring rust. You know, he's got ring rust. You know, he's still trying to work himself up. And Fury, when's the last time Fury been 12 rounds? Derek can push the pace. I think Derek can beat him. He could possibly stop him. So I'm going to take Derek by a unanimous decision.
Okay. Beats, who you got?
I don't see how Derek can get there on points. If he's going to do it, he's going to have to get a big right hand over the top and work the body. That could happen. Tyson looks in good shape. If Tyson goes long, he makes it very hard for Derek. Derek can close the gap with his tenacity and his ability to fight inside. But I have to go for Tyson Fury. Just to edge it on points, I have to go for Fury.
All right, Zone.
I go with Chisora, man. I'm going with Chisora based on what Jerry said too, man. That inactivity, that layoff, that stuff play a role, man. So I'm going with Chisora.
All right, this is my last one for you guys. Unless y'all got some more. Erislandy Lara versus Ishe Smith. Who you got, Beats?
Erislandy Lara versus Ishe Smith. I didn't know that was on the horizon.
Yeah, December 12th, I believe. It's the day before the Bradley fight.
It all depends about how much ambition Smith has. I'll go for Lara though. I'll go for Lara. You know, if it's a controversial decision, I'll go for Lara. Could be very timely. He's not going to stop him though. No one stops Ishe. So I'll go for Lara on points. Unanimous. Or maybe Lara on points.
Zone.
I got Lara on points. Not too much of a very active fight. I think it'll just be one of those, you know, slow paced fights, and I think Lara just pretty much outbox him.
Okay.
Who you got, Earl?
Lara should win that fight, man. Lara believed he won the last fight, man. He got something to prove, and Ishe looked terrible against what's his that guy he lost again? The one he lost his
Carlos Molina.
Yeah, he looked terrible in that fight, man. I think with Ishe, I think like, you know, to beat K9 and I think just to be a champion, I think that's it, man. I think, you know, that's why we rate some guys highly when they get the belt and they still have their hunger, man. And when you're around Floyd and all that money's flowing in, he over there wearing pink trousers over there in the Mayweather gym now. Ashley Fairfame was giving it some trouble.
I saw that.
Yeah. I think like he's lack of motivation. Like, what's his motivation? I think he's getting a payday in that, but I don't see that. I think he's stopping him, bro. Cause I don't Ishe ain't got it no more, man. So I got a stoppage probably round 5 for Lara easy, man. Lara beating him easy. It's like a mismatch. So Lara.
Okay, yeah, I got Lara too. You know, Lara really disappointed me with the Canelo fight. I thought he won the fight, but it was just so much more he left. It's so much more he left that he in the tank that he could have put out there. I thought that that was really his moment to shine, man. And it's kind of like I just don't trust him now to do what he needs to do to get, like, now I don't know though, because now that you know that you're not going to win a decision, at least among popular fighters, you're not going to win a decision just doing enough to get by. Maybe he'll step it up and he'll let his hands go a little more. But I got Lord on winning. But I do, before I end the video, I want to ask y'all, I'm not familiar with the guy who George Groves is fighting, but if y'all know who he is, y'all educate the fight fans on who is George Groves fighting coming up. Beats.
That's the America Mama's boy. I don't think he's going to be much of a threat. I don't think he's going to be much of a threat. Groves should roll him over. That's what they bought him over for. If Groves loses to this guy, we'll know that Groves has deteriorated considerably. You know, because this guy wasn't bought in to win. I don't think he's is he a genuine super middleweight? Is he ever?
I heard 154.
Being at cruiserweight, is that just a rumor?
Nah, the fight should be at super middle.
Okay, I heard it was like on Cruiserweight or some shit.
Yeah, I've got Groves winning that.
I thought he should win though, because he over there got trained with what's his name? Thingy Muhammad. What's his name? What's that?
Eddie Mustafa.
Yeah, Eddie Mustafa Muhammad over there training with Muhammad. He over there with Floyd in the Mayweather gym, and you know he got shot in that. I think he could win the fight, man. Mama's boy, man. Like he over there used to be training with his mom. Now he's training with Eddie Mustafa Muhammad. They ain't gonna like. I mean, I talked to him a bit on Facebook. I said when he lands over, I'm gonna get an interview. I get more insight in him, but I think he should win. I think like Groves could underestimate. Groves looked terrible in his last fight, man. He didn't look too good. He's still recovering from the knockdown. He's still suspect. Mama's boy's been knocked out as well. They're about even, man. Like you gotta look on someone's performances, and you know it's a fight where Groves is the favorite. He should win the fight, but them you Americans prepare well. You have great sparring, and George Groves over there, he spars with Luke Watkins. I don't know who other sparring partners he brings into the camp since then. You know, because he's trying to save money because he left Adam Booth. It's different when he was over there with Adam Booth. He had over there Andy Lee and you sparring partners. But you know, Mama's boy over there in the Mayweather gym, he got all the people to spar with Isha and all them other guys. They ain't gonna come over from America just to hand over, let this boy beat them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go Mama. I'm gonna upsets all day, man. Mama's boy should be able to do something. I've got Mama's boy beating him, bruh, and upsetting everything.
Okay, Zone, you got anything to add on that, Groves? I don't know who that guy is. He fighting.
Well, yeah, like you said, man, there's a guy that's brought in for Groves to win. I'm going with Groves, man. Groves ain't no slouch. I mean, I like Groves, so I'm just going with Groves because you know I want to see him do good. But over there with that, like you said, that Mayweather gym with Eddie Mustafa and all them, man, that dude getting in some good work. So, but I'm going with Groves.
Okay, Daniel Gill. All right, he's gonna be in there with Paraban, Marco Antonio Paraban.
James DeGale's fighting.
James DeGale.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. James DeGale. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. What did I say? What name did I say?
It's the Daniel Gill and Paraban. Daniel Gill's fighting that Gerard Fletcher, man.
Yeah. James DeGale will be fighting Marco Antonio Paraban. Earl, what's your thoughts on is DeGale? Because look, I've only seen a couple fights from DeGale, but I'm hearing in the UK he's pretty popular, man. Is that true? And do you think he can beat this Paraban guy?
Well, like I don't think he's too popular, even though he won the Olympic gold medal at I think it's super middleweight or middleweight, whatever. He ain't too popular, but to be honest with you, he rub a lot of people the wrong way. He should win the fight. He has great skills, and he should be. I think hits hard, man. He hits real hard, but he's too slow, man. I seen him suck your beak or that old-fashioned slugfest. No. James DeGale is going to catch him straight through the middle and should be able to outbox him. James DeGale is going to laugh his head off beating him. It's going to outbox him and possibly stop him and show that he deserves a shot at Carl Froch, who Carl Froch said he might throw his belts in the bin and whatever. But I think James DeGale should win and win comfortably, either stoppage or points. I'm going to go by stoppage because he wants to impress. And I don't see Paravan. Other than a big punch, I don't see anything else he can do to James DeGale. So yeah, he ain't that popular, by the way, over in the UK. People like him because he don't sell out too much, man. You know, he's not too popular. Right. He rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, even though he won the medal and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the way I see it. Go ahead.
What did he do to piss people off over there?
He don't. His personality, like, all right, we go over here. When he was talking about Groves, right? So George Groves has ginger hair, and he was, you know, in English speak, you know, over here is, look, they got a big thing about bullying. It's political correctness. He's mocking the guy's hair color. And this overall antics, you know, he's too boastful and arrogant. You know, he'd be good in America. In England, they don't like that stuff too much, man. You know, they don't really go for that stuff too much. And I like him though. But the majority of people, he's not a big ticket seller. You know what I'm saying? Like George Groves is a massive ticket seller. You know.
Right. All right, Beats. What's your take on James DeGale and Paragon?
Here's the thing about race issues in boxing. Like, people don't want me to bring it up. They don't want, you know what I mean? Don't bring up race. And, okay, fair enough. Let's leave it then. But this guy won the Olympic gold medal. Mm-hmm. And on his pro debut, they were booing him.
Yeah.
They were booing him. He'd go to fight till he went to start, and they were just booing him for what. And this is before Groves and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's all because he was black, but I don't see them booing the gold medalists who had lighter melanin. I don't see that happening to a Caucasian fighter. I don't see that happening, to be honest. And he's had the press against him from day one. Even when he beat Paul Smith and outclassed him for the British title, and they thought Paul Smith was going to beat him. Paul Smith recently lost a controversial decision to Abraham. Groves this was in Liverpool, just outclassed him. I remember one of I was reading it in the press. They gave him grudging admiration for the win. They didn't really give him his due. And I think he beat Groves. I think he's a really good fighter. And this guy, Parabad, there's going to be stages where he's just going to get outboxed and look silly in there. Groves is that good. I mean, DeGale is that good. He is that good. I think he's going to look good in this fight. He's going to shine.
Okay. So he's on. What you think?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like DeGale, man. I like what he's doing. But I was curious. I was just getting educated. I'm going with Gail, but I was kind of curious to why they didn't like him either. That's what I was kind of listening to. So,
yeah.
That answered my question, but yeah, I'm going with him.
Okay. I like Parabad, man. I thought I picked him to beat Javion Love. He almost did it, but I don't know, man. And I don't know, man. I got DeGale to win on points if he can stay away and not get caught up in no slugfest. But I think I don't know, man. What do you guys think of DeGale as? Because, like you said, I've seen mixed reactions because online I see people saying, praising him and stuff. But do you think if DeGale beats Paraband, do you think he would be a legitimate opponent for Andre Ward's return?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, he's a legitimate opponent for Andre Ward right now.
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he is. Whether he win or not is another thing, but he ain't gonna look bad doing it. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna be out his depth. He'll hold his own. He can hold his own in there with him.
Okay.
Man, I got a question for Jared or Beats, and just trying to. I know we was talking about like the Commonwealth and the European boxing titles. How does that rank? I mean, for you guys in regards to equivalent to like the WBA, WBC, are they like interim titles? Or are they major titles? Or how does that work?
The Commonwealth title doesn't have the same weight the European has. The European belt will get you a ranking. It will get you normally
top 10.
Get you a top 10
ranking every sanctioning body.
Yeah.
Top 10.
So that's why Gavin is ranked by all the sanctioning bodies because he has that title.
No, Frank. Bundu. Yeah, that's why Bundu, not Frankie Gavin. When you win Frankie Gavin and the British, all them other internals are internal. They're all Commonwealth. They lead you that. When you get the European, right, the European belt, the European champion. You remember Muhammad Ali? He fought against the European champion. That belt is just one under the world title at the time. There's the European and there's the world title. That's how it was back in the day. It's very, that belt is the highest belt over here in Europe. You get the European title.
One of the oldest belts.
Pardon?
It's one of the oldest belts.
Yeah, it's the oldest belt. That belt is very popular. When you get that belt, it's like you more or less the king of Europe. And to be the king of Europe, you have to defend against all European comers. Germany, all of them. So when you get they recognize that belt and you get a top 10 ranking in every sanctioning body as soon as you get it. That's why Bundu's been beating people. Bundu's based in Italy and he beat guys in England. He beat guys over here. You know what I'm saying? He been beating all European comers, bashing them up. The last guy to do that was Marcel Sedan. He beat everyone before he challenged what's his name again? What's that guy?
Lamar.
No, Tony Zell.
Lamar beat him though. Tony Zell, that's right.
Tony Zell before he challenged Tony Zell. And he battered. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So we over here in Europe, we know how dangerous Bundu is, man. We've seen him firsthand. He not only did he stop Purdy, he finished Purdy's career. And Purdy's a very tough guy. He finished the guy. Purdy don't fight no more. He stopped his career.
Both times when Bundu fought over, he was brought in there to get beaten. They brought him in.
Yeah, that's right.
They did, but it didn't work out. So this guy ain't afraid of the big occasion. He ain't afraid of it. And listen, Purdy brought fans in there. He brought fans in there. And upset the uppercut, man.
So is like, for instance, I know that title's not on the line with him and Thurman, but Thurman's interim titles online. Could an American or non-European boxer win that technically? I mean, in this new era or whatever the case may be.
Nah.
Or is it?
Nah, you have to come out of Europe. Nah, you have to come out of Europe to win that title, bro. Unless you're American but you was born in Europe. But it depends how long you've been staying in your country. If you're based out of your country and you can't just get the European title, you have to be come out of Europe. You know, it's that. Yeah, that's that time.
Is that so?
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that's so, Errol, because Lee Savon, he had Norwegian heritage, but he was a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say to you. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say to you. You have to prove your citizenship to get it. So I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah.
So that's what I said to you. So that's the only way you can get it. But if you're in America and you're based in America and you work in America and all them things there, they think, why would you challenge? I mean, they're gonna have questions. Why? But if you bought,
Paulie could fight for the title. Paulie could fight for the European title if he wanted to.
He was born in America. He's born in America.
He has European ancestry. That's what I'm saying. Lee Savon was born in America.
Well, listen, what I'm trying to say to you. If they bring a strong case, they'll ask you a strong case why you'd want to challenge it. You know what I'm trying to say? Because you need to defend it against European people, but you're based in America. You see what I'm saying? It's like they
so you had to fight. So if you're American and you was to, let's say, hypothetically win it, you had to fight abroad, basically.
Yeah,
you had to be fighting.
Yeah, that's right. That's what
So European fights have to be held in Europe. Is that so?
Yeah, that's right. Wait, have you seen a European title defense in America?
No, only because there's no need. I'm sure.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's why it's a European belt. That's what I'm saying. There's a jurisdiction, beast. There's a jurisdiction.
Yeah, because why wouldn't his belt? Why wouldn't? Because I was trying to figure out why wouldn't his belt be on the line against Thurman?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. The moment he challenged for a world title, the belt becomes vacant.
Yeah, it got vacant.
Yeah, he's what I'm trying to say. You can't bring that over with you, man. You just have the title in name, but you ain't got the belt with you. They strip that straight away.
Not unless you was fighting a world title against another European, then.
No, they still get stripped. When you challenge for a world title, then the belt becomes vacant.
He's not fighting for a world title. So so this is what would happen then.
He is though. Keith Thurman has got a world belt. He's got he got the interim belt. That's a world belt.
He got the interim.
But that's still a world belt.
Okay, so yeah. I got you. So basically, if he was to lose that, would he still keep the European boxing title?
No.
If he was to lose the match, Keith Thurman. Okay, so
he has to fight again.
Title would just go for grabs.
Yeah, it goes vacant. He has to fight for it again, but he still has the ranking of because he's in the world ranking now. And depending on how he does or performs, they'll rank him accordingly. But because you're ranking, Keith Thurman's ranked highly. So if he performs well or however he performs, I mean, when you lose, he's still going to be in the top 10 now. He's in the top 10 anyway. He's like top 9, 10 in that sanctioning body, which is it? Which is the sanctioning body? Is it WBA already? So he's in WBA. Huh?
In the WBC.
Keith Thurman's got WBC belt?
No. I was thought you were talking about Bundu. Now Thurman just ranked. He's just the interim title.
Yeah, WBA. Yeah, so he's ranked in that sanctioning body, but Bundu was ranked in all the sanctioning bodies. So Bundu just took his pick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So because Keith Thurman picked him, he said, well, they have fighters on the table. He said, yeah, we're gonna take that because he's the biggest name. He gonna get the biggest payday, and that's what Bundu needs, the biggest payday. He got bills to pay, so that's how that works.
All right. On that note, we're gonna close it out. It was a good conversation. 78 Sports TV, Earl Jarrett, Zone 6 Boxing and Boxing Beats and Rhymes. We'll holler.